Welcome everyone. Just a moment to thank all the new subscribers and the older ones for taking the time out of their busy schedules and sitting down and watching these videos. I appreciate it and I thank you. As I've said in the past, these videos are slightly delayed. In fact, by about 2.5 months. The reason behind that is because I use an iMac computer, which is easier for me than a laptop. Which means every time I move my camper, I have to break down, set back up, not to mention I have to use a generator in order to run it. So this next video, I'll still be in northern Idaho, working with Josh Pilch, doing some road work and driveways. In this particular video, as you see from the opening, also a little bit of tree cutting. So sit back and I hope you enjoy. And again, thanks for watching and subscribing. These first few clips are me following Josh and the grader to a job him and his father had built earlier. He was just going back to do a little finish grading on it. My job on this one was picking rocks out so that the grader didn't slide along them and create furrows. It was extremely dry, and the rocks, instead of burying themselves, were just scraping along. Pretty simple job for me, just a lot of walking and a lot of hills. On this site, while Josh and his dad worked on a new driveway and widening the road up to the top of the mountain, I started clearing a path to the bottom of the mountain, where I was to later use the mini excavator to build a four-wheeler path. And as you can see, it was quite a steep hill and a bitch to keep your footing. I've cut a lot of firewood over the years in Minnesota, but the trees may be the same diameter back home, but the heights are totally different. Our tall trees are 85 feet. Here, they range from 100 to 150 feet. And the branches went everywhere. They hung up on everything, making for kind of an interesting downing of them. This particular cedar that you see me running from was actually leaning a little bit towards me. So I had to try to force it the opposite direction. Thus the reason for the running. I wasn't quite sure. That was scary. Minnesota is a fairly flat state. Sure, we have some hills, but it's mostly flatter land. So digging out a trail or cutting trees on the side of a mountain was definitely a challenge for me, and definitely out of my comfort zone. But once I got involved in it, it actually became quite fun. Still a little bit of a challenge, physically and mentally, but it became extremely fun. And for that, I'm very thankful for the chance to try something new. This is the road that Josh and his father had widened and made more accessible to the landowner. Kind of wraps around the side of the mountain up to this plateau near the top of it, where the landowner plans on building his dream home. It's got beautiful views, 360 degrees. This side here overlooks the valley, and the landowner plans on doing some select cutting after he's talked to the forester so he can get a view of the river down below. This is truly a beautiful spot. $1 million view. So, once I got done with the four-wheeler trail down to the bottom of the mountain, I came up here to clean up some trees that were left by a previous logger. Nothing too spectacular, but as you can see, the action cam kind of took a little bit of a beating. And after I got them all cleaned up, Josh and his father had came up with a trailer to pick them up, haul them down the side of the mountain for the landowner to take them either to a sawmill or to set up a sawmill himself and cut them up. There's a few nice pines and a couple of cedars throughout the property that were down or had to come down. So it'll be quite a few board feet for them. In the next video, my oldest daughter comes from Tacoma, Washington, where she's working and going to school. We'll do a little exploring in a national forest and check out the local brewery in Sandpoint, Idaho. So until then, everybody take care and enjoy. If you like these videos, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and definitely don't forget to comment. I try to reply to each and every one of them. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care.